Hello, everybody, and welcome to our webinar. And the topic of conversation for today is loyalty programs. It's a pretty big subject in the sense that there are a ton of options out there that handle loyalty programs. So let us sort of narrow it down a little bit so that if it doesn't fit your market, maybe I want to kind of throw that out there ahead of time. Today, we are not focusing on the restaurant segment at all. What I will be talking about will mostly touch convenience stores, grocery stores, liquor stores, tobacco shops, or the combination of the stores that sell, consumer good products, from the tobacco to produce, including meat or, beer, alcohol, what have you. So in our world, for the loyalty programs, the complexity comes with, and I would imagine this is probably the fact for everybody, right? The complexity comes with the fact that, you have a retailer, for example, who deals with certain manufacturers. And these manufacturers, they have programs of their own that they're running out there. And retailers that are bigger, are capable of interfacing and rewarding customers that are coming in from the loyalty programs that are initiated and ran by the manufacturers, right? And so these are the big manufacturers that are doing their own things. Let me give you a couple of examples. Like in the tobacco world, it would be Altria. They are the makers of Marlboro, amongst other products, and they have their own digital loyalty programs, right, straight to consumers. And if the retailer is capable of handling those, great. If not, the customer will go elsewhere. And basically, the stores will show up inside those loyalty apps if they're participating. Then, believe it or not, there are programs that are run by the government, like, the EBT folks. They have a double up program. It's not so much about, spend more money. It's in fact about putting more produce in the hands of the right consumers via the EBT benefits. And that's a somewhat loyalty program, because if a consumer out there is looking for a store who accepts those kind of benefits or participates in that kind of a program, again, is listed on the app where the customer is searching, right? So that's a loyalty program in our world. And then there is a program that merchant wants to run, right? So that would be the retailer themselves are running some sort of a loyalty initiative, not necessarily something that was initiated or is in partnership with the manufacturers, although that's not excluded. That could also be the case, but not necessarily that. What we're talking about is mostly just, the store doing their own loyalty program. And there, we are kind of presenting a solution today that integrates well with all the other things that I've mentioned, right? So if you're the tobacco, retailer and participating in the programs that I've mentioned, then this program will be a much better fit. And I'll kind of explain that along as we go. So on Clover, right? Like if you start searching for loyalty programs, there's going to be a ton of different options that are available. And again, I don't know much about restaurant industry. I'm kind of focusing on the retailers that are, the tobacco shops or the grocery stores or the liquor stores or the convenience stores. And in that world, when a store runs their own program, it has to sort of take into consideration other programs that store is already running on behalf of its partners. So a store can do like a punch card solution, right? They can do, spend so much and we'll give you a perk solution, right? A punch card solution, by the way, is like, you count the number of visits, right? So come in 10 times and you'll get, benefit. There are point solutions and there are coupons or just instant discounts, and these are kind of just different ways of configuring, things. And then how is it presented to consumer? That's a major aspect of a loyalty program that kind of gets overlooked quite often, right? It's, how do you present a solution to like the loyalty program to the customer? Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about with a little bit of a history and the story, if you don't mind. So the current popular approach to loyalty programs was innovated, was sort of introduced by Square company, right? Where they sort of realized that, we're dealing with the small businesses. And in the small business world, where we're talking about a very small business world, right? Like, so you have a retailer and you have the owner that has that store, and they are an owner of that store, or maybe a couple of other stores. It could be 10 stores or whatever, but still it's a very small business. And that owner has a very specific idea how everything needs to run in regards to everything, really. We're focused on the point of sale and the software for point of sale. So in that field, every merchant, every retailer we talk out there, has an idea of how every solution we have needs to function for them. And sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss, sometimes we're almost there, but there is no standard in the world of small business operators, right? Every business owner is its own standard. And that is the challenge. Because there is no standard, there's very few sort of ways to organize a large community of merchants into doing the same thing. It never really occurred to any of the point of sale providers that are out there that the merchant themselves can just basically be sidestepped. That's the whole point of the program by Square, or now the program by Clover, because they go straight for the consumer based on the credit card, right? And that's a major innovation, because now you grab the token of that credit card and you can track the spend, or you can track that customer throughout all the stores, regardless of the owner, regardless of their standards, regardless of their desire to participate in certain standards, because a point of sale reads off the token, and as long as the processor on that other end is in control of that situation, they can read that token, and that's how they recognize the customer. And so when you, the customer, go to a small business and there's a Square device there, and you swipe your card, and then you go to another store that you've never been to, right? And you swipe your card, but somehow that store already knows who you are and is offering you to continue to participate in your loyalty with that store. How does it do that? It's not about the store, it's about the card, and it's about the token on the card, and about the fact that in both of those stores there was a provider who was connected to that point of sale who was doing this, the loyalty. And then Clover and Square turned around and started selling that solution to the merchant, right? So even today, I'm not sure that a consumer on a Clover point of sale system actually gets a consumer app that says, here's all your stores where you shop, here's everything you bought in this store or that store, here's your, the punch card for this store, here's your punch card for that store. I don't think that exists. So it's a little bit decentralized, and so you as a consumer are still experiencing loyalty on a siloed basis, right? You walk into a certain store, and that would be your whatever X visit. You'll get a text message, and it would appear to come from the store. And if the store is not participating, then Square won't do it. They'll just discreetly keep tracking of that information, right? Or Clover. And whenever the merchant wants to participate and have that customer access to that customer, then they get it. that's the new way of the loyalty. That's how loyalty works. And we are at CSI Works, we're releasing a product that's called Guardoe. Now, Guardoe is similar and also is very uniquely different. So let me first kind of talk about the similarities. Guardoe, we are first going out with on Clover, right? And on Clover, we are supporting just a number of different programs so far. We will rapidly expand the kind of expressions that can be done, and I'll explain how the discounting aspect of it works. That part is also agnostic, believe it or not. So we have a loyalty platform that is capable of capturing the spend based on the token, just like I just described, right? So that makes that solution point of sale agnostic. We don't quite really care where it gets installed. We're going to Clover first because we have a pretty good footprint on Clover, and we have like a pretty good tool set of discounting apps that can now participate in this loyalty platform, if you will, right? So, but the platform is agnostic of point of sale, agnostic of processors, and we can, as long as it's implemented on whatever device and we get access, we can capture customers just simply through the token. We can also do it a little bit more interactive approach, like such as a phone number or an email address where those things are validated and activated. And the big innovative aspect that is not presented by Square or Clover today is that a consumer actually gets an app, right? So the app will actually be from Guardoe. It'll be branded as Guardoe, and inside Guardoe, it will be, the app is only available on mobile devices, right? So again, it's agnostic of device. It can be Android, any flavor. It can be Apple, any model, make, or combination. All of that doesn't matter. So all of the devices are functional, but if you try to open it at home on the website, it's going to try to activate the location. And if there's no location, there's not much use for it. And even then, it's going to look much like a mobile app. Because the thought process behind it is that, it's like having, it's an app that's very heavily dependent on location and physical environment. And so from that perspective, only on mobile devices. So consumer has a unifying app. Inside that app, they have a store where they are participating in a loyalty program. And in that store, they will see all the discounts that store is currently running and wants them to see, right? They will also see their punch card, right? So let's say the store is running the in-store loyalty program that says, come to the store 5 times and we're going to give you, a coupon for $5. All right. So now they're running some discounts because, Marlboro guys said, run a loyalty program for Marlboro. If people give you their phone number, we're going to give them a discount. The store says, okay, so that's a 1 discount. And the customer sees that. If I go to that store and if I give them the phone number for Marlboro, they'll give me this discount. If I buy 2 packs of Marlboro, they'll give me an additional discount. And then I also have a punch card with them. So I'm on my visit number 4, 1 more visit, and I have this coupon that I can redeem on anything. All of that is visible to the consumer in their account, on their app. Okay. And the merchant pushes all the discounts, all the loyalty stuff to them this way. That's Guardoe. Let me actually give you a bit of a demonstration here of how that works. All right, so here I am logging into my Guardoe as a consumer. And as I've mentioned before, this app is really designed for location context, right? So as soon as I log in, it tries to find where I'm located physically. it has my stores listed, right? And it shows me, it zooms out enough to show me all of the stores that I have in my account. And in my case, that's just these 2 stores, but it doesn't know where I'm at. And as you can see, it's trying to ask me to turn on the location, which I will go ahead and allow. And once I do, it'll find me on the other side of the United States, right? But here we go. So let me just kind of zoom out. In fact, I don't have to do this. I can just click on my stores here, and that will bring me back to the screen where I can see my stores, and I can go ahead and just zoom in. So here's one store, right? And inside the store, there's, this is what we have. I have a discount, right? So here it is. There's a discount. It's a loyalty discount. 4 numbers required. Quantity required is 5. Product cannot be missed. No limit of use per transaction. And these are the products, right? It's cool. Now, this right here, these programs, they're not like you wouldn't know it and the consumer wouldn't know it, but these are sponsored, and you can see like the both. So these right here, the Newport, Helix, for example, these are sponsored by manufacturers. But because they're with CSI Works and everything is kind of integrated for consumer, it shows up here as well. So that store offers that discount if you give them your phone number, right? So it shows right here, phone number required. Now, these here are the coupons that the store initiated. Discount is applied to each product and unit and products in the store. Scan QR code to get a discount. And this is a QR code that a consumer can just come to the store and present and say, here, I got this coupon from you, let me go ahead and redeem it. Once it's redeemed, it's no longer valid. Like, it can be redeemed more than once. And all of them are listed here. And then we have products, right? So here, I'm going into all of my stores, right? And as such, I am showing to consumers, well, I'm seeing as a consumer what I have purchased. And this is my entire purchase history from all the stores. As you can see right now, we're adding some images to the products. This is what, banana pie. This was done in CSI store. So this is the store where we bought it. This is the price that we bought it for. There was a discount. There's an image of that product. So the transaction happened in the store, but because the customer was assigned, it shows up here, and then they actually get to see their purchase history. So a punch card solution can be handled. A coupon for any reason can be handled. These are all the discounts and coupons. These are the ones that like in progress. So these are the ones that are ready to go. And these are your punch card solutions, right? So I have basically visits in progress, right? So I've visited 3 times. I need 7 more. And then this thing is given to me, the $20. In this store, this is a different store. I just started a new cycle. Let's take a look. This basically tells you like your punch card progress for each store. And obviously you can, filter this by store as well. The possibilities on this platform are pretty remarkable because, you have an app in the hands of the consumer. And in that app, you have ability to keep adding stores that not just, a store on the street, but store that clearly expresses the relationship that it has with that consumer. That's fairly remarkable because there's your purchase history, there is your punch card solution. Here's all the discounts that are available in that store in the palm of your hand. So you know what's available in that store. Products is also pretty cool, right? So like if you look at this product here, we'll show you there. So that would be stores with this product. So it did some thinking and it did find it. It found another store that is in your network that has this product. How easy do you think it would be for us to add a buy here button? Just saying. So there it is. This is Guardoe. And right now, this thing is active on Clover. via the Cloud CRM app. So when you install this app, Customer++, this app right here handles age verification. It handles the punch card solution, and it has the linkage to this Guardoe loyalty app that I just showed you. So you can handle the in-store loyalty program and put it in the hands of consumers. It also handles the tobacco Altria Reynolds loyalty program as well. So from the merchant experience, single app handles all of this with a single interaction during checkout. It significantly speeds up the process. When somebody is doing a checkout, all they have to do is just scan the driver's license, and that's it. We've assigned them to all the appropriate transactions to trigger all the appropriate discounts, for this manufacturer loyalty program, for in-store punch card solution, everything. And redemption of the coupons for any manufacturer for issued by the retailer is also done by the app. So the Guardoe consumer app is an extension of this. It's this one right here, the consumer loyalty app. And so you have the entire cloud CRM technology, and the consumer gets the loyalty. And so that links all of your discounts that are expressed in cloud CRM, and all of your loyalty programs are also linked to Guardoe. And it kind of works in concert. Let me demonstrate how it actually functions from the Clover site now. Now it's time to go to register a couple more times. But here it is, post this, right? And it says, thanks for the visit. Our store offers $25 coupon for 5 visits. Your visit today could count as visit number 3. Please scan this QR code to secure this offer and get closer to $25 coupon. Now, what customers are guided to do is to scan this coupon. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll scan this coupon. Right, and I'm just going to go ahead and scan this, and it's going to take me here, and here's that. And so now here it gives me an option to, it says already have an account, sign in. If you don't, go ahead and create an account. So the phone number transferred, right, because that was the phone number that was checked in. So we're just going, what's the email address? Let me go ahead and use right, so here it is, and CSI Works test was added to my account. So because I already had Guardoe, that retailer, this store right here, CSI Works test, just got added to my Guardoe account. And in my CSI Works test now, I can see my coupon. All my coupons that I've ever gotten, they're here. And also whatever the loyalty that I'm running, it'll just show, it'll just say loyalty discount, phone number required, quantity 2, cannot be mixed, no limit or used per transaction. So they can come to your store just knowing that this offer is available because they have it here. Let's just take a look at the products. So these are the discounts and these are the products. And look at this, products you've purchased. Here's what they bought from you, like that. And then if they pull that item up, it shows them discount, and the coupon, banana pie. That's funny. So yeah, that's the demo. Here we go. An app called Cloud CRM. Now, in the workflow management, I'm looking for digital coupon program, right? And so I have my in-store digital coupon program. This is what it is. And it is turned on. And here are the conditions that the app handles. This is what triggers the coupon, and these are the conditions. Do we want to offer this to anyone, or do we want to add this to repeat customers? The difference being is that a customer has to get assigned during checkout this method. Customer does not need to get assigned during a checkout to this method. It's just any checkout, happens. So here where we're doing customer assignment, then we're saying, is it all customers, or do you want to, force this on a certain customer set? Either way, I'm just going to say all customers. Here we're saying offer the coupon when. We can always offer the coupon. We can do it on a number of visits,
or we can do it on the amount spent, right? So let's try number of visits, and I have it at 5. Redeem the coupon. So are we trying to offer, like, what is the offer? Are we giving people just, a coupon that they can spend on the store for anything, basically essentially entire order, or is it like an item specific thing? So let's just go with an entire order for simplicity's sake. Now we're talking about coupon type. Are we doing percentage or are we doing dollar amount? Again, let's do dollar amount, and let's say that this is a $25 coupon. We have coupon expiration, right? So is there an expiration or is there not? So let's just say that there is not. And this show floating widget to scan digital coupons, this is to accept coupons. It's just going to pop up this little thing here that you can use to initiate the coupon scan. I'm going to go ahead and close it for now. We're going to go ahead and hit save. We've created the conditions that are monitored during checkout and trigger coupons.
All right, so this concludes the presentation of the loyalty platform. And I'm going to answer some questions that are here in the chat while I was doing this demonstration. So the first question, can people buy products, and does it connect to the delivery services? So in this first release, the one that we're doing right now, the answer is no. So we're listing, when the store gets boarded into the loyalty, we're specifically only showing purchase history, right? So and the products that we're showing are only in relation to discounts and coupons. So the only list of products that a customer sees is the ones that are associated with given discount. So right now, for the most part, it's about the loyalty. However, very astute question, because we're like this, one functionality away basically from being a full-fledged digital commerce platform, and that's always been the objective. And we will be doing soft release on that, perhaps maybe next month, but definitely before the end of this year. And the idea there is that, why do you need a website to sell stuff? Because, remember when the internet was invented, you had to have a website. And then people were like, well, maybe we can sell on platforms, but still I want to have my own, my own store. And with Guardoe, because we're putting the app in the consumer hands, right? And it's app markets agnostic, it's device agnostic. We're not distributing this from Google Market or from Apple Market. I mean, we are, but we're not dependent on that. The app can easily appear on any phone at any time by simply just downloading an icon into your phone, and boom, there is the app. And then it's just a matter of logging in. Once you've logged in and you have, as a consumer, established relationship with the merchant, we're putting the tools in front of the merchant that will say, here's the list from my inventory that I want to sell inside that platform. And then there appears a buy button for the consumer. And so how are we doing the soft release of the commerce part of this? In the first release, the purchase will be kind of without the processing, right? So they're going to say, this is what we want to buy, and place an order. But then they have to go to the store and get whatever they're buying. So there's no delivery. We're not really trying to do a delivery at this time, and we will try to resist delivery as much as possible for as long as possible. It's a philosophical idea, but I guess let me explain. No delivery, because I am not trying to come up with a platform that will enable a bunch of drop shippers and give them another platform where they can, go to the store, buy stuff, and then sell it for a little bit, do product arbitrage or any of that. In fact, I'm looking for solutions that will benefit existing brick and mortar stores, specifically the very small brick and mortar stores. In the beginning of this talk, I spent a great deal of time talking about how they are the hardest to conquer, because each individual merchant is its own standard. And to me, is just a challenge that I like. I like the idea of being able to solve that problem, because, man, that's a hard problem to solve, to come up with a ubiquitous, solution that accommodates for every single merchant. But that's the ambition, and that's the objective. And so delivery doesn't fit into that. I want to bring people into the store. And so the model on the commerce side that we're going to follow for the long time is going to be buy online or buy on app and then go and pick it up. All right. And we feel that that will benefit everybody. Now, because this is a webinar for agents, let me talk about the pricing, right? Because there's definitely questions about that as well. How are we going to price this, right? So, well, right now already we've priced it for the loyalty. So for the store to add the consumer experience from their store in relation to the discounts that at least are coming from CSI Works or from Clover in general, it's the $29 proposition from Cloud CRM. It's, because they have to buy Cloud CRM as well. Total is $49. That gives them a loyalty solution that doesn't have any kind of per customer fees. It's a pretty cheap offering, if you ask me. Now, later, we're going to add another layer of a monthly fee for e-commerce, right? So a monthly fee for e-commerce now that comes with per transaction fee. And that per transaction fee is what should be of interest to you, the agents, because we're putting together a plan that will enable you to benefit from selling this on that level, the level that you're used to. So yeah, let's set up individual calls and let's talk, because the idea is that this can be a loyalty platform, this can be a commerce platform that you can control the processing for. And I think that should be very interesting to everybody who's watching. And reach out, let's have a conversation. But I think I've shown you enough demo to kind of understand how this structured. And I got to tell you, it is a very robust platform that will handle some really, really creative use cases. In fact, I've had some calls that I'm going to make a couple of other recordings for already, where we're just getting a call, can you custom develop that? And we're like, well, we don't need to. We actually have a platform for that. And stay tuned, because Guardoe is a pretty big story, and you want to get involved here while we're still just getting started. So feel free to reach out. Here's the number, and let's talk.